So it's Monday. We survived the 4-day, I guess it was only 3 days. It started on Thursday at 9 and then ended this morning at 5. But basically it was the weekend lockdown. But then this week they included Friday, since Friday was New Year's Day. So yeah, we just came out of that and we are walking towards, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Oran Beach. There's a bit of a like lapidarium type area that has a little bit of ruins as well, so we're trying to find that. But I'm gonna spin around as we're heading towards the beach, which I think we already came to a part of it. We came across this big oil press, and we read the sign, and it's an olive oil press. Pretty extensive setup here. I believe that's where they would place the oil or the olives between there and then mash them, and then this is probably where they created like a pulp in this. There's like a big grinding wheel type thing here, and then the motors and things that would have been associated with it. I'm not sure. I don't know if this is how it would have gone in order, if these are just different parts of the workings that would have been used. But we're gonna head over and give you some views along the sea here as we head towards that those ruins. All right, I think we're on the right path to our ruins. We found the beach we were looking for. It was O-R-E-N, and the O has a special, what do you call that?
Well, not a special character.
A special character.
It's a Turkish letter that we don't have.
Yeah, it has 2 dots above it. So it's either Urin or Orin, something. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but this is the closest beach to the ruins I was telling you about. But we did stop and we grabbed some little chocolate, like brownie type things, because we've been walking for a bit, so we figured a little fuel wouldn't hurt. Let me show you this beach here. There's a few people here, not too many people. It's a Monday and everyone was just on lockdown for the last 3 days, so there's a few people out getting a little recreation in, stretching their legs and having beers. It looks like a few people are having some beer and maybe like a little picnic with their friends. It's a bit of a gray day today, but it's nice and warm. I think it's in like the low 60s today, and we've come from back over that way along the coast. I don't know how far. I don't think there's any points over there that I can point out where we were, but we're gonna have a real quick snack and then we're gonna head over to the little ruins there and see what's going on over there. Bit more of this beach here. I would imagine in the summertime this beach is packed because there's so many of these cafes here and all their chairs are locked up. You can see here this one has all its chairs locked up. But there isn't really much of a place to sit. There's no like benches or anything for that matter. So if you come here, bring yourself a little towel to throw down, or you know, if you're traveling with some folding chairs or something, maybe bring those. We had to use a restroom. Thankfully there was a bathroom here that somebody actually ripped the door off of. So that was pretty good for us.
Thanks, that person.
Yeah, the door is like straight ripped off the hinges. So thankfully we had a bathroom to use. I just kind of held the door in front of there while Rachel went. But there's actually a pay restroom up the street as well. So if you do come here in the summertime, there's going to be bathrooms available for you, because I would imagine most of these people are having some drinks and stuff, and you know, eventually you're going to have to go to the bathroom. And if you're not willing to climb into the water there and use the restroom, then there's going to be a place around somewhere. But we're probably not going to come back to this beach after we find these ruins. But there was another beach up around the corner that there was a bunch of city workers there working like the gardeners and stuff, and there was like a beautiful little like green garden area. So we're gonna head back over there after we head to these ruins too. When we walked by this a minute ago, I thought it was quite lovely with all the little yellow flowers blooming down there. But there's kind of like a belt here, like a green belt of trees, and it kind of goes along here. And I wonder if this is like a camping area where people who are coming to the beach in the summer would like do some camping or something. I'm not sure, but it's very nice. Well, I think that sign saying that they've closed it for the pandemic. Also, probably it's not a very popular site in the off season, because everyone who's here now is most likely a local, and they weren't going to keep it open on the off chance that Rachel and I showed up. But it looks like this is the little administration office. And basically it was saying, they believe it was like a church or something to that effect. There was a big sign on the side of the road actually up here that said that basically all you can see is like the foundations, which is, you know, mostly the case with half of these ruins. But there was a, whoa, look at that big old freaking worm.
Oh, jeez.
Huge worm.
There's my foot.
He's huge. He's definitely not gonna make it across the road. But yeah, it's kind of.
See him here.
Yeah, there's a couple of spots where you can see a little bit of the ruins. If I zoom in, looks like that's kind of. Let's see if I can get up here like Rachel's done. Ah! Well, there you go, a little bit of the base there. And there was another spot up just a little bit where you could see a little bit of it. I'll head over there. Well, we hopped up on this wall. See if we can get a view a little bit more elevated. So here's what I was saying. You can kind of see a bit of this here. So what was that sign saying?
It was saying that the earliest foundations were Roman, but then there's a layer of Byzantine on top of that.
So few civilizations here.
Right.
And as you can see, everything's subterranean, so I'm sure there's a bit of some wall bases there, and further back in there's another one. Unfortunately, this is the only view we get for today. We're going to head back over to that other park area along the other beach and show this nice super green area, and it looks like they're working on it, so it should be pretty nice come spring, and when the weather warms up, all the tourists should have a nice little beach area to visit. All right, we had a stroke of luck. We were going to head back to the other beach, but as I was saying, we were definitely trying to find a lapidarium type area, which wasn't at the site that we just went to. But as we kept coming along, we saw this nice pathway, and so we decided to walk down the pathway, which was actually really nice. I'll kind of show my way back down there. It's just a bunch of benches and stuff. So that portion of the beach we were on is just down here, and this is just removed a bit, but I'll come around the corner and show you guys a bit of these, a bit of this lapidarium here. So we did coincidentally find it, and so here's this, and then just over to my right is a bit more of the some ruins that I had seen online. And so we went to the one spot and it was closed, but the other area that I also wanted to see is just over here to my right. So this is just a neat little lapidarium area with different columns and pieces that would have been unearthed during different excavations. Here's the ruins I was talking about here. So this looks like maybe some storage, the big storage pots. There's a bunch of them here. Maybe this was just specifically an area where olive oil or wine was stored. And then there's a few signs here. It doesn't look like they're in English, does it?
No.
No. But very neat little area here. Quite an extensive pathway, as I was saying, with all kinds of walkways. And I just imagine in the summertime, this is just a beautiful little area. But we're going to walk over here to the edge here and show you a bit of the view from the top of the path here where all these benches are. There's all kinds of little random spots where they've unearthed old columns or roads or something. It looks like in these layers they used old columns as a base for a new layer or something there. It's pretty trip. It's pretty neato, mosquito. Here's a little bit of the view of the sea. Careful when you're walking through these sections of the park, because there's a lot of cats and dogs, and guess where they go to the bathroom. Let me show you real quick over this view here. Certainly beautiful view all around here. It's a little rock out there with some kids on there. I think we're going to walk along a bit more, because it looks like as you go there's just more little ruins unearthed. Looks like just here where Rachel is another one of these big storage type vases. A little broken up, but certainly one of those big vases. And here's some more of this beach here. It looks like probably in the summertime that's a nice little restaurant that you can go sit on or sit out there and eat, and then they run you down your food. This is a really nice area. It's very
it's really well done. I
yeah,
really
it's nice.
like it.
I like it now. I probably wouldn't like it in the summertime, but
Probably very crowded in the summer.
yeah, but it's certainly enjoyable right now. I always have to stop and check out places that have the image of the saguaro because it's amazing how much we travel and how much we see the imagery of the saguaro, but in fact the saguaro only grows in the Sonoran Desert, which is shared by southern and central Arizona, or maybe just specifically southern, but in northern Mexico. So it's very interesting because when people think of cactus, they think of the classic image of the saguaro, and it's literally been used worldwide, huh?
Right, and there's other types of cactus that you can find all
Everywhere,
over the world.
like prickly
the,
pear,
yeah, exactly,
Opuntia.
Opuntias, but those images are never used. It's always a
Saguaro for sure. Check out these little yards and stuff. They're so green, even though it's still like the winter time. But there's just so much moisture in the air here from the sea.
Properties in here.
Yeah, it's super nice. This is still that little walk. We were heading out, and then I saw that little cactus cafe, so I figured I would stop over there and see what it was all about. There is a few shops along the way here where you can grab like a soda or a beer or something, and then there's a couple of bathrooms I saw. I don't know if they're pay. I'm assuming they usually always are. But even now, if you were wanting, you could come down and have a little enjoyment as far as an afternoon sitting on a bench and talking with your friends or whatnot. So these bathrooms here are actually free, and this word here is men on the right and women there on the left. I've seen it other ways as well, but this is the first public bathroom since we've been in Turkey, which is 6 weeks, like 4 or 5 different cities, that's been free. I don't think anyone's in here. I'm gonna see real quick. So here's a public restroom. Kind of gross, but I wanted to show you that there are Western toilets as we'd be used to in the West, and then also the squatting type toilets there. But in general, the facility is rather clean. I mean, there's soap, and I don't know if there's toilet paper in there. I didn't check. Assume there isn't, and bring napkins or something. But if you're curious what it looked like inside of a free Turkish public bathroom, that was it. So here's a little view of this beautiful little area we just found. It's basically another extension of where we just were on the other side, where the all these little seats are along the sea here, and the seats kind of fold up, which is nice. If you can see there, they fold up to, I'm assuming, keep the bird poop off of them, because they definitely got a lot of bird poop on them. But there's a beautiful little overlook of this beach here, and we bought a couple of drinks from the little kiosk there, and we're gonna just sit and have a couple drinks. And I hope this video doesn't run too long. And if you're still with me, thanks for coming along still. I still do want to go back by that park, so we'll probably stop back there on the way back. But just another view of this beautiful beach here. There's a cat and another cat. Don't be surprised if you see a lot of cats. Well, I did mention we were trying to get to this green park area at this other beach. We sat for quite a bit at that other area there and enjoyed the sun going down.
It was so nice.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Couldn't help it.
But we're just heading along this pathway here, and I think we might be able to make it, and I can give you an idea of this nice green park area that I was talking about before we run out of light. Look at this new build here. Nice, beautiful pool area. Probably a hotel of some sort. It doesn't even look like it's been open to the public yet. Probably come into this pandemic, and maybe here in the spring and fall that place will be popping. But we're gonna head down this nice beautiful pathway and see if we can catch a bit of this green belt I was talking about. I was saying that the city workers were doing a lot of work, and I think that this pathway is fairly new too, and it's gonna lead right to that park I was talking about. Well, we made it with a little bit of light to spare. Here's this beautiful new park area. It looks like they've just actually done this installment. There's a lot of new
grass in here and everything.
Yeah, new brickwork, new grass just here along the beautiful beach as you see the sun's going down. Probably cut this video out here because we are losing light and we need to go to the grocery store. But it's a beautiful area here along the sea, and there's definitely plenty of space and beautiful beaches to come enjoy here, whether you're here in the winter, the fall, the spring. But it's certainly a very enjoyable area, and I'm sure if you come here any season, you're going to really enjoy this your time here. And it looks like they're investing money into this beautiful area along the sea here. I saw this area earlier. It's kind of like a, oh, what's the word? Like a project almost looking. That's just here along the sea as well. It's very beautiful. These people have the most beautiful views of the sea.
Right, they looked out, didn't they?
Yeah, for sure. But we're gonna cut the video out here. Thanks a lot for coming along with us for our walk today. We walked around for about 5 hours, and it was very beautiful and enjoyable this entire time. We've had a very relaxed time, and the environment is very relaxed. So I just wanted to say thanks again for watching, and stay safe and stay sane out there.